Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige is the man behind everything, and we finally sort of got to see him in the MCU, at least as an AI robot that engineers everything. And as it turns out, Kevin Feige only had one issue with the portrayal of himself as Kevin in She-Hulk, and it's an interesting one. So this comes at us from Jessica Gao, the head writer of She-Hulk, and she wanted to talk about Kevin Feige's appearance in the MCU as Kevin. And she says that very early on they knew what direction they were going in, but when they continued to work on the script and they continued to work on conceptual art and different designs for the robot or the machine or whatever version was submitted to them, Kevin Feige didn't like any one of them. And specifically, he came on there and said, I don't like it because it doesn't make any sense. Because why is a robot wearing a hat? He got what they were going for, he understood the reference, but it didn't make sense that robots were wearing actual hats. Now, of course, if you look at the final design, you see that Kevin Feige's hat is very much on there. It's built into the robot and it looks natural, but you understand what they're going for. And ultimately, she reveals, Jessica Gao, that this was sort of that turning point where they realized, well, we can redesign it differently. And again, if you look at the Kevin robot, it has a lot of similarities to GLaDOS from Portal. And we talked about this in our audio commentary a little bit more, but it's all there. And you start to understand how they incorporated it in kind of a genius way that really works for what they were going for, and how they were finally able to have something on the screen that looks and resembles Kevin Feige in terms of his iconic appearance. Whenever you see him, it's the hat. So how do we work that in? Oh, there it is. People will be able to tell it's Kevin Feige's iconic look now from every time you see him. And I think they did a good job. You know, I really liked what they did with the robot and that whole storyline. I know some people really did not like it and it's their least favorite, but again, it was certainly innovative, and for people that constantly complain about the MCU doing the same thing over and over, well, you got something completely different, and you got what you got. The Kevin heard you, and he even showed up, so he acknowledged. Now, much like Roman Reigns, you gotta acknowledge him. Acknowledge him.